An year after Israel-Hamas war began, the result of the war has become tangible. In fact, it is very clear now. Israel has won an emphatic victory. There are two other outcomes or fallouts of this result or this war. They are number one, Iran has lost its influence in a major way in West Asia. You know, Iran has been punching above their weight in West Asia. Now that's over. The second part is, it's also very interesting and important. Now, Shiite religion has lost their influence in West Asia. You know, Hezbollah has been the strongest Shiite militia in the world. Their strength has been halved or they have been decimated. Then the second outcome is the replacement of Bashar Al Assad in Syria. You know, Bashar Al Assad belonged to a religion known as Alawites, which is considered by many as a group of Shiites. So Shiite religion has been replaced in Syria by the new group HTS, which is a Sunni extremist group. So these are the major outcomes of Israel-Hamas war. Let's take a hard look into the emerging socio-political or geopolitics in West Asia. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. Let's start with the Israel-Hamas war. You know, Hamas has been almost finished by Israel. When Hamas staged an attack on Israel almost a year ago, it's more than a year ago, in October 2023, they thought that they have given Israel a shock and this is going to change the power politics in Israel and West Asia. But what happened was just the opposite, you know. Hamas, which was considered to be a very powerful group, militant group, which had a considerable say in the so-called Palestine, it has been completely decimated. Their main leaders have been killed. So the victory of Israel is emphatic. I think Israel has added many regions to the country also. So now it means that Hamas not only lost their power, and the so-called Palestinian region also has lost their territory. This is a major development in West Asia. The second aspect, you know, it is the replacement of Bashar Al Assad regime in Syria by his opponents, led by HTS, which is a Sunni extremist group. And now Israel has lost no opportunity in conquering many parts of Golan Heights, which was under the control of Syria. Now it means that the territory of Israel has increased after this war. The capture of parts of Golan Heights is a bonus for Israel. Now this is a pleasant surprise for Israel, and I think the political ideology of Israel has been reaffirmed. The religious independence or Judaism has been reaffirmed, and as a nation, Israel has become almost unbeatable in West Asia. This is a major victory for Israel. It's not just a victory in a war or addition of certain or a part of a territory. It is much more than that. The geopolitics of this has the potential to change geopolitics of West Asia. This is the most important aspect. Now let's check the other two factors. As I said, Iran has been punching above their weight in West Asia during the last few years. Hezbollah is actually a proxy of Iran. Iran has been supplying them with weapons, and you know, they were actually in fact the de facto rulers of Lebanon. The government of Lebanon was actually a puppet. Hezbollah controlled all the major areas. Many Christian dominated areas have come under the control of Hezbollah. And that situation has changed in Lebanon now. Hezbollah has lost their leadership line. Some of their potential, I mean, their powerful fighters have been killed. They lost their arms and ammunition also. It's difficult for Hezbollah to recoup in the near future. So this is a major blow to Iran's influence in the region. Hamas, though it was a Sunni extremist group, Hamas had very good relations with Iran. Hamas was actually a bridge between, Shiite Iran and Sunni groups, even Sunni extremist groups. So Hamas was a major force. Hamas had major influence both among Sunnis as well as Shiites. So that force has been finished almost. Now this is also a major blow to Iran. But the real blow to Iran came from Syria. As I said, Bashar Al Assad and his father Hafiz Al Assad belongs to a religion known as Alawites. Some consider Alawites as a separate religion. Some people consider Alawites as a part of Shiite religion. They are a group or a religious group which believes in reincarnation also. It's a complex situation, but they are not Sunni. They are nearer to Shiite religion than any other religion. Now Bashar al-Assad has been replaced. So this is actually a major blow to Iran. Iran has been supporting Bashar in his fight against rebel groups, in his fight against other religion, the opposition. Despite all the atrocities committed by Bashar al-Assad, Iran has been wholeheartedly supporting him. Now, Iran will not be able to wield influence in the new administration. When the new leader, whose name is Abu Muhammad al-Julani, assumed power, he made a speech from one of the important mosques in Syria. And in that speech, he specifically named and criticized Iran. So this means that anti-Iran feelings which have been suppressed in Syria will now come up. This is going to be a very difficult situation for Shiite religion also. I think now the only major militant group, Shiite militant group that wields power in the Middle East is Houthis of Yemen. And I am sure that in the coming days the US and Israel will focus their attention in decimating Houthis. And now you might have realized the reason why Gulf Cooperation countries, GCC was passive during all these attacks by Israel. Even Qatar, which had housed many leaders of Hamas, had asked them to leave Doha. So this is the new situation. It's a very complicated and intriguing situation because West Asia is now going to have the dominance of Sunnis. For the GCC and other Sunni countries, this is a welcome development. And for Shiites, this is a huge blow. They have lost power in many parts. Earlier in Iraq also, they used to wield major influence. Now, Iraq has got a government which is very weak. So right from Iran to Syria, you find that Shiite force has been weakened, handicapped, and now Iran will have to fear really. Their president Ibrahim Raisi was killed in a helicopter accident a few months ago. And Iran is almost in a state of chaos. The spiritual leader, the supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei, has been missing from the political scenario. Now there are actually outbursts or riots or uprisings in Iran against the administration also. I think in the coming days, these uprisings will get strengthened. Now Israel and other forces, Western forces will become bolder. They will support the rebel forces in Iran. So this is going to be a very tough time for Iran. I think if the situation progresses as per the trend now, West Asia will see certain pivotal changes in the geopolitics in the coming days. Let's wait for the coming developments. Meet you with another topic in the coming days. Till then, goodbye.